as you know, I love collecting things that have a story behind them. Nothing's better than a piece that has a great story. And we'll start with my building. We love our 1930s building. We're the new kids on the block. We were built in an empty lot in between two older existing buildings. We were the original Murray Drug. Guthrie people may say, no, wait a minute, Murray Drug was on the corner. That was their second location. Originally, Murray Drug was right here. And I'll show you a picture of the front there. And then about the 60s, I guess, it became a law office with an ugly mansard roof and blacked out windows, because back then, you know, that was really secretive if you sought legal counsel. That's why we have a pretty back porch, because that's what they used kind of for more of their entrance. So for a long time, this building looked really bad. I bought it from an attorney, and then we've pretty much kept the front, jazzed up the colors, and we love our building. Let's come on in. In the front window, you'll see my, they're kind of the theater style chairs, but actually they came out of a shoe store, and I love them. We kind of keep them up front because we don't want people sitting on them and tearing them up. This is one of my very, very favorite antiques. Many of you may remember Elks Alley, the antique store that was over on Harrison. Marion and Jim were the best, and I bought more pieces from them. This piece came out of the original Elks Hotel, which was upstairs above Elks Alley. That where the state legislature and people would stay back in the day. So this is a piece out of it with the mirror, and it's just a really neat piece. We had built shelves in so it'd hold yarn better. Over here is one of our signature clawfoot tubs. I think this is one of the first pieces I picked up when I knew I wanted to have a store. And we love filling the bathtub with yarn. You saw the one on the front sidewalk that is now filled with plants. So our bathtub's always been kind of a talking point in our store. I love this green cabinet. This is another one I picked up from Elks Alley. You can tell it used to be baby blue, and it's just one of my favorite pieces. My slipper chair. I love. I have to move some stuff so you can see my chair. I have two of these. I have a red one and a green one. A man named Bruce came with the building, not our current Bruce. We have a current Bruce living up there, but we had the building came with a guy named Bruce. It used to be his father's law firm. And when he died, or his family had, there's a bunch of just junk up there. It was bad. He says, anything you want up there, just take it. Well, most of it was junk, but then we found these chairs. We're like, these are awesome. And so we're really happy to have these. They're from the 1940s, we estimate, and they're a really nice piece of furniture. I have my barrister's case. Love it too. When I told you guys about the back porch the other day, I told you about the man that my dad had kind of taken under his wing. And this is a piece that we got from his mother's, one of her antiques, and we love it. And lastly, not an antique, but always has a story. This table, when Mom died, my aunt and I were at the funeral home making arrangements for her. And this wasn't your typical funeral home. Most of the time those places are depressing and have like bad dated, you know, church parlor decor. This place was super modern and looked really nice and actually made us feel more comfortable. And less depressed, because it was at least cool to look at. And so we're sitting at this table having a meeting with these people, and my aunt, who's highly appropriate, very appropriate lady, she leans over to me, she says, I love this table. And I'm like, I love this table too. And so we could not leave without asking. I know if Keith was with me, he would have gone, gosh, I can't believe you asked that. But I know my mom would have appreciated it. I'm like, where did you get that table? We just had to know. So it was from World Market, and so I kept watching the price. It finally went down. I'm like, Mom's trying to tell me something. We need this table. So we're really glad to have it, even though it came about in odd circumstances. But Mom loved interesting antiques and pieces, so she would have really dug this. Tomorrow we'll take a look at more of my interesting pieces.